Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our final matchup of the evening. It is Premier League Doubles Grand Finals action presented to you by APM Music. And today with me, I have my lovely co-host, Ice Cold Brew.
Hey, good evening, y'all. I am absolutely ecstatic to see both these conferences meet up. They are the top tier of their leagues, and we're about to see which one's better, orange or blue. And I love all the folks on the field right now. I've gotten to see them before, and I can't wait to see them in action for grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited here. Again, I've played with everybody on this field, and I know how amazing they all are. The Rhinos versus the Hurricane here. We see the Rhinos coming in with a much better record than the Hurricane, but that might scare them a little bit, actually, because that means the Hurricanes have clawed and fought their way to be here. They have just absolutely been fighting through the mud to get to where they are.
Mm-hmm. This has been the season of the underdog, with Hurricanes actually very close. I believe they're actually out of the running, but at the very beginning of grand finals, if all of their teams won grand finals, their FL team won and their PL team run, and their AL and CL teams tomorrow and threes win, then they would have held the record for grand final, like consistent grand final wins as a franchise. They would have beaten out the Hawks, who had three, who are the current record holders at three.
Oh, then they might have something to fight for tonight, as I couldn't be more excited to see some PL action. This is going to be some cream of the crop action here, Ice Cold Brew. We're going to see some great shots, some great plays. It's going to be, a little bit of a bump up from Master League. So this is going to be exciting.
Yeah, this is Grand Champ 2 to lower SSL. These are folks who are on their way, and if not near that level, very close to it, to being CRL players, being towards that pro level where you're dangerously close to ranking out of MLE at that point. On the field right now, we have Red and Pandy for the Rhinos, who I've seen play in action plenty of times. They knocked out my Demolition last week in their twos match. And then for the Hurricanes, we have Lefty and Payne, who are terrifying force to see on the field as we're going to game one. Let's get going.
Yeah, well, this might be the last time we see some of these players on the field, as being the end of the PL season. Rank outs start to happen, and these guys are, I don't know if they're as nervous as some of the lower leagues are. They probably, all of them have played in plenty of championship games, I'm sure, for lower leagues. But as we see here now, Lefty's going to control this one along the left side wall. Gets a good challenge off by Red. Payne's going to take this one up and over his own net. Controls it in front, flicks it right over to Pandy. Lefty's going to have to make a good save in net. Lefty now can't chip this one over Red. Red's going to have a golden opportunity to send there his first teammate. Pandy's not able to be close enough to that. Payne makes a good clear.
Red doing a great job trying to find Pandy, but Pandy was not there in time. And that's a consistent threat with the Rhinos. They like to look for each other. In fact, that's normal along PL, but Pandy and Red together make it a show. It's a absolute work shot up to watch these two players play, as we see Pandy puts the ball right in front of net, and that is Payne over in the air, knocking away into the corner as Red scrambles back, tries to wave dash, and gets demoed by Payne, sending it away, and Lefty has an open net opportunity, but Pandy gets that save just in time.
That was a great save by Pandy there. And Lefty also recognized that Pandy was on the wall waiting to jump, so he just kind of slow played it and tried to take a low. Lefty with a great air dribble demo to open up the scoring in PL Grand Finals. What a shot.
Look at Pandy just with the cleverness. I bet you the ball cam turned off and he saw Red right there and just said, yeah, no one's there. Let me just clear the lane for myself. Let me just take this ball all the way to the net and get a little fireworks behind it. First point going to the Hurricanes as Lefty takes this kickoff, sends it over to the corner, right into Payne, but Red gets that 50, sends it up. Over to Payne, bounces off the crossbar. Red gets a touch off to the side as Pandy is flying up in the air, meets Payne in the center of the field, off the wall. Red heads up. Pandy tries to get a demo, cannot, because Lefty decides to stay on the ground, playing mind games on the Rhinos, and gives them the opportunity to deepen the lead even more.
Yeah, another great play here by the Hurricane. Rhinos just weren't able to capitalize on a bump, and the Hurricane make them pay for being overcommitted to the offense like that.
The bumps and demos are very showing a lot of work for the Hurricanes, and the Rhinos tried to put it right back on them, but it worked against them. It's a little bit of trying to out-psych your opponent, and I think in this scenario, I believe it was Payne that was in the net at that point, just decided, nah, if he's going to demo me, he better stay on the ground. Payne goes to recover as Lefty takes control, sends it up over to the middle, and Pandy gets a 50 off of Payne, sending it right back towards the net, and takes control again. Ball's going back on the Hurricanes side.
Hurricane are under siege right now from the Rhinos. Rhinos really need to get one back here with 2.5 left, and here's their chance to do it as Pandy's going to capitalize on a mistake from Lefty, who just kind of whiffs in the corner here.
Hurricanes just making a minor mistake in the rotation here. Lefty trying to get a touch, misreads the ball, and Pandy, Rhinos taking full advantage of that. It's what you need to do in this situation, especially with the Hurricanes so dominant, in my opinion. I mean, I feel like they have a lot more pressure on the Rhinos right now. Now, even though the Rhinos just scored, and Lefty getting that save and sending it away up to Payne, all the way outside the field, right into red.
Yeah, at this level of play, every single little mistake needs to be capitalized on, or you're not going to win games. And that's a lot of the goals we're seeing right now. We've seen, 2 open net goals so far. One of them has been earned from a demo. Lefty now is going to take this one up in the air. Do we see the same thing? He goes for a flip reset, not able to get a good touch after it, but Payne's going to keep this one in the offensive half as Pandy's going to chip this one up to red. Can he get the redirect? He can. It's going to be tie game here in game 1.
The cleverness of Red to get that little soft touch, knowing that he's got Lefty and Payne scrambling to get at him. Great read from Red, and Pandy all the trust in the world to that teammate, just setting him up for that perfect pass. Game's now tied, less than 2 minutes to go, as Pandy wins the playoff for the Rhinos, and Lefty sends it right back up towards the middle. Red's in the air, tries to look for that corner pocket, and Lefty gets the save. Both the Hurricanes on the same side. Payne goes over a little bit, and Pandy takes advantage and runs it right into Lefty. Red's there to help out, sends it up into the pocket, and Payne is there to block.
A little bit of a scary challenge there by Pandy, as his teammate was not back if he whipped that challenge, but as he had confidence that he was going to make that. Red just going to try to put this one off backboard. Payne's not going to allow that to happen. Lefty's going to try to take control of this. Good challenge by Red. A little bit of a double commit there by the Rhinos, but they are not going to be punished for it here, as Pandy's going to be able to get back to play defense for this Payne push. Payne now chips this one up middle for Lefty. He's going to put this one on net. Pandy can't get up to it. Red not ready for Pandy to not be up for that one in time, and the Hurricanes are going to capitalize on an offensive chance.
Pandy scrambling to make that save, just not able to get that midair adjustment, and pinpoint accuracy from the Hurricanes, just throwing that ball in full force. Demo on the field off the kickoff as Pandy's up in the air, has to make a solo play here against 2 defenders, bumps Payne off, and Red's in the air, sends it off into the corner, is looking for Pandy at the moment. That ball's in a good position. No one's at net at the moment. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, that's so painful.
Yeah, a little missed net from Red there. It was a tough angle, but you know, those things happen. It's still only a 1-goal game. The Rhinos have plenty of time here. 40 seconds left as we see Red now going to go up for this bounce off the backboard. I think he got a flip reset there. He's not going to be able to capitalize on it, as Payne's going to clear this one off to the sidewall. He's going to get this one centered to Lefty. Lefty's going to have a golden chance here on net, as he can finish it with a double tap off the crossbar.
Lefty just pinches that ball in. Red was down below waiting for the double touch to come down, and no, Lefty just double taps it right back off the crossbar, just sends it right in. 4-2 in favor of the Hurricanes right now. Rhinos need to recover, need to get some kind of offensive push, as Payne jumps up, gets 50'd away by Red. Pandy misses the ball as Red is up in the air trying to look for a shot opportunity here, trying to look for an alley. Almost puts the ball on net, barely misses off the post as the ball heads over to Payne. Pandy tries to set it over. Lefty towards the net. 7 seconds left to go. Can the Rhinos get one more point to at least get momentum for game 2? Red puts a shot on, but Lefty sends it. Drilling, gets demoed by Pandy, and game 1 goes to the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I think we're just seeing a little bit less stream nerves out of the Hurricanes here. I know that the Rhinos can play better than they just played. Totally not all my channel points riding on this. No bias here whatsoever. But I think that was a good first game. You know, get the nerves out, shake them out. You know, These guys are obviously playing for their whole season here. You know, it's nerve-wracking. They've played 3 months now to be here, and they've beat what 3 other teams to get to the grand finals. So, you know.
Yeah, and the Rhinos were a #1 team for so long in the season on both sides, and 3s and 2s. Hurricanes beat out the #1 Hive last week, and weren't able to beat them out in 3s, but in 2s they have a strong chance. They're fighting a top-tier team, and I know for a fact Pandy and Red can play better than this, but they just weren't able to find each other. Looking at Lefty and Payne, 4 assists between the two of them, and every shot every goal they had was from an assist in some way, shape, or form. And then they were just highly aggressive, getting demos, anticipating those touches, sending the ball away, and just disrupting the Rhinos' offense. I felt like the Rhinos were playing on their back foot the entire time, except for that middle part where they tied up, but it got away from them so quickly.
Yeah, I felt like the Hurricanes honestly capitalized on every single chance they had. I don't think there was any point where I think, oh my God, they should have had a goal there. You know, every time they had the ball in front of the Rhinos net, it seemed they found a way to put it in, and that's what gave them the win that game. As we hop into game 2 here, sorry to cut you off there a little bit, as we see the Hurricanes might be able to capitalize again. Lefty's not able to do it. I just cursed him too.
Lefty's not able to do it. Red and Pandy get a double demo between both of them. Payne, who switched cars, by the way, I don't want that to be eliminated. He went into the F1 Racer, as Lefty's still rocking the Octane. Pandy has a one-on-one play, gets around Payne. Ooh. Ball's rolling right into the net, and the Rhinos take the first goal just past the 30-second mark. Low 5 from Red in that.
Yeah, great control from Pandy here. Payne has to challenge at some point, and Pandy knew exactly when that was going to happen. If I'm not mistaken, Pandy is a ones player. If I'm not mistaken, I might be, but I almost remember him telling me that he loved ones. So that is kind of a disgusting situation for him to be in, and you do not want to be the guy that's stuck in that situation against him.
I think it's actually the biggest difference between ML and PL players is PL players legitimately enjoy ones, which is terrifying to think about. Like, overall.
Yeah. Ooh. My goodness, more. Yeah, well, look at this aggression coming out of the Rhinos now. We've seen already so many demos as they're going to go up by 2 early on here in game 2.
Yeah, the aggression's paying off for the Rhinos in this moment. The question is, because this is PL, I imagine the Hurricanes are going to make a quick adjustment now. Rhinos are already up in the lead by 2, but we saw this with the Hurricanes last time. Now, can the Rhinos keep this pressure ongoing is the next part that I expect to see here. But I imagine the Rhinos are going to be very tough to beat. I imagine us going into game 7, but it very much depends on how aggressive they're playing. Red getting the bump on that, not able to disrupt Payne's offense. Ball heads over to the middle. Lefty scrambling to get back on defense. Pandy puts a shot on net, and Lefty gets a save at the very half-second moment there.
A perfect turn from Lefty there to get back just in time to save that shot coming in. Now we're going to see Lefty clear this one up to Payne. Payne's not able to get a touch on it. Lefty's going to have to save another prodding shot away off into the corner. He's going to pop this one up middle for Payne now. He's going to be the first one there. He's going to put this one just over the net. Double commit now from the Rhinos. Lefty's going to control this one midfield. Good challenge from Pandy to recognize that Lefty does not quite have control of that ball yet. So we see Payne just immediately taking this one back downfield, pressuring the Rhinos. They do not want to concede another goal here against them. They do not want to go down 3-0 in game 2. They want to take a 2-0 series lead. We see Payne, good challenge again into the Rhinos corner. Lefty now is up for this against Pandy. Pandy gets a good challenge off though.
I still can't get over Payne's choice of vehicle. I guess it's just so similar to the dominance that he was rocking last game, but it still throws me off that I'm seeing that on the field in the moment. Red missing the demo, but Pandy getting the challenge. It's getting it past 2 defenders because Lefty and Payne were right on top of each other. Unfortunate spacing for the both of them in that play.
Yeah, good challenge by Pandy, recognizing that they were too close to each other and his teammate was on his way back, so we knew he had time to challenge. And it was the right play, obviously, as he wins the 50, just basically straight into the Hurricanes net to take a 3-0 lead here in game 2.
Lefty riding up on the wall. No Rhinos defender. That ball's heading right into the net. Lefty with a sniper shot all the way in the corner, getting it past not just Red, but Pandy as well, as they both panic and double commit on that.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow challenge there coming out of the last man back. I'm not quite sure. I think that was Pandy. Red was stuck behind Lefty and not much he could do in that situation. But you know, they're still up 3-1. I don't think they're too worried about that. Just got to put that as a mental note, you know. Try to play a little more calm, maybe. Don't panic, make those quick challenges and those mistakes.
Yeah, I think they got a little bit too excited with just the huge lead they had going for them, but you know, the little lapse in judgment might give the Hurricanes the energy they need to continue and get game 2 going for them. Pandy sends the ball back pass to Red, but Lefty's already there. He's taking his time, about to set for an air dribble. Might be looking for a pass here, but the ball's heading towards the net. Red gets a save off the bar, gets a savior, and puts the ball right in net off the save. Makes a solo play all by himself. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that one's going to be demoralizing for the Hurricane here. I think, you know, they thought they might be getting back into this game with 1, and then the Rhinos answer back to make it 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1. Rhinos favorite right now. Less than 2 minutes left in the game. Hurricanes win the kickoff here as Payne sends the ball up right towards the center, but Red is taking control. Lefty meets for a 50 and sends the ball up to Pandy. Pandy sends it all the way forward into the corner, and Payne is holding on to it, gets it around Red as Pandy is the last one back. About to get demoed by Lefty, maybe. No. Lefty with the smart decision to cut off the ball and pop it in the air. The ball's right in front of the net, and Red sends it off into the corner, all the way out.
Great challenge there by the Hurricane. Puts that ball in an awkward spot for the Rhinos. They're able to recover, but it's going to get those nerves up a little bit. You know, they're going to be a little bit more nervous, like, oh my goodness, we almost just got scored on. Let's not let them back into this game. We want to tie this series up. We know we can. Pandy now is going to take control of this. Going to pop it over. Lefty has to turn back, but Payne's going to take control of this ball. He's going to pass it right down to Red. Red's going to take control of the wall now. Lefty, good challenge. It's up for Pandy. Payne's going to beat him there. Lefty now has a golden opportunity on net, and he will capitalize.
Amazing pass out from Payne, back and sending it forward right over, not just Pandy, but throwing off Red to where he has to scramble back, and he cannot react in time as Lefty gets the soft touch inside the net. Great chemistry between both teams right now. We're seeing passes, we're seeing setup. Well, I would say they're helping each other out, at least on the Rhinos, and getting demos and clearing out the opening alleys for them. Pandy gets a save, sends it off to the corner. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Do you think the Hurricanes have plenty of time to come back and win this game as Pandy misses a save?
Yeah, I do. I think that second goal just put an extra breath of life into them. You know, they're like, okay, we got a whole minute here to get 2 goals. That's plenty of time. You know, these kind of guys have had games where they get 3 goals in, you know, 11 seconds, right? Those comebacks happen. So it's not unbelievable to think we have a full minute to come back against them. We just need 2 goals, and they get one here with 40 seconds left. So now the Rhinos got to be a little bit more scared and a little more careful here against these Hurricanes. Cannot be making mistakes. Like, this is going to be, oh my goodness, bit of a scary opportunity there for Lefty as Payne's going to control this one in the middle. Red wins a 50-50, pushes this one to the Hurricane half. It's going to kill a little bit more time here. Lefty now controlling. Going to flick this one over Red. Pandy ready for it. Payne now has got to save this one to the corner, but Pandy's ready for that touch as he will capitalize on a bit of a bad clear from Payne here.
Trying to play a bit of volleyball on the field here as Payne and Pandy just send the ball back and forth between each other, but Pandy pops it right over Payne. Lefty left out in the midfield, cannot get back into defense on time. 3-5. I do think this game might go to the Rhinos, and I'm saying that knowing I might mess it up for them, but you have to imagine the Rhinos a little bit worried there, just giving a bit too much to the Hurricanes as Lefty puts a shot on net. Payne gets a save. Pandy gets a save. Sorry, not Payne. Red's up in the air. They need to just kill the ball at this point before the Hurricanes get another point. There we go.
4-2 here, or sorry, 5-3, my bad, for the Rhinos here in game 2. We have a tied series, 1-1. Not something we're typically used to watching PL action. As in the past, there were, you know, almost always sweeps, almost always the same exact people. But this might seem like a competition here.
Yeah. I will say, I know a lot of people didn't agree with the PL changes that happened, but I think it made PL a lot more competitive, a little bit more of a tighter race. And I think we're seeing that right now with the Hurricanes rising up and giving the Rhinos a run for their money, taking away game 1 and making them kind of panic in game 2, but the Rhinos still putting all that effort in to win. We have Rhinos were on their back foot the entire time. Both Pandy and Red getting saviors, while the Hurricanes just put as many shots on net as possible. We have 10 shots between Lefty and Payne.
Yeah. And we have just gotten news as well that Payne will not be in the F1 car, as that car is not allowed on stream. So we will not be seeing him make a reappearance in the F1 car, I would hope.
I would hope too.
And we will not. He's back in the Dominus. As we hop into game 3 here. Pandy v Lefty in the kickoff. Lefty's going to win this one. Now to Red in the corner. He's going to pop this one up. Payne puts this one on net. Pandy going to clear this one back into Lefty. Red jumps for this ball. Can't quite get to it. Pandy's going to put a shot on net. Lefty wasn't ready for Red to miss this touch on the wall. I think it was actually might have been a fake by Red, as he saw Lefty head to the corner knowing he was going to go to back wall.
And Payne, that wide rotation is what killed him too. He could have been going through and grabbing just pads on the way to the net. That could have been the difference between a save and a goal there. But Pandy, pinpoint accuracy, knows exactly where they're looking at and trying to get to, and puts it in front of both of the defenders. Gets that first goal for the Rhinos, but maybe Payne's looking for some payback here. Pandy sends it away, and Lefty puts it back in the corner. Bumps away Pandy as he gets a touch. Payne puts it up towards the center. Pandy has to scramble to get up in the air, puts it back in the corner as Red gets back into the goal. Pandy looks for an air dribble, sends it off to the corner, keeps control of his Lefty, interferes. 50 from Payne and Red. Pandy sends it right back into the center, but no one could be. Oh no! Pandy is able to reread his own pass.
Yeah, big whiff from Lefty here on the corner wall. Nobody back to cover for him, and that will get punished every single time.
Yeah, just unfortunate touch from the Hurricanes there. I think they're kind of feeling a little bit rattled after that last game. They could have come back and they could have won game 2, but just felt overpowered as Red gets a demo on Lefty, gets him out of the match, and Red takes control of the ball from the 50 between Payne and Pandy, heading down the court here, all the way over. Pandy gets a touch, sends it off into the corner. It's getting a Cookstar pinch there, sends it all the way up the field, and Payne's panicked. Red tries to get a touch, and Payne and Lefty.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh no! There's the demo, and there's the goal.
Yeah, 2v1 situation. Not much Pandy can do there, to be honest. Lefty's just coming straight at him like he's shot out of a gun. I don't know what you could do if you're Pandy there, to be honest. You jump over him, they're just going to slow play it and wait for you to fly past the ball.
Just like a heat-seeking missile, Pandy was just locked on site in that moment and got completely eliminated. Good. It's a simple play, but demos, especially in that scenario, it's a do or don't situation. Like you either have to dodge and give up a goal or get demoed and give up a goal. There is no winning in that unless your teammate's nearby. Pandy looking for a flip. No, looks for a fake. Gets it over them and gets that goal right back.
That was absolutely clean control from Pandy there. Takes this one back down to the ground. Decides not to go for the flip reset when he sees Lefty jump, and then just flicks it right over Payne. Perfect play from Pandy there.
Someone send that in for play of the week for me, please, personally. And yeah, we have to talk about the game sense of Pandy, just the field awareness of watching where that defender's going. I think that's kind of showing why the Rhinos were the #1 team for the season right now. As Pandy bounces up for the ceiling, the Reds take it away, sends it off towards the center, looking for a pass to Pandy. Pandy backs off, knowing they're going for a shot there. That ball is on target, though. Too slow to react, too slow to do anything in that moment.
Yeah, just kind of a free shot if you're Payne here. You see that Pandy is a little bit too far upfield. Not something you're going to see often in PL, to be honest, mistakes like that. But the Hurricane are happy to take that one.
2-3 right now. 2 minutes have gone by in match 3. Right now, it's still tied series 1-1 as Payne is looking for an air dribble, tries to get it past Pandy, gets it past him, and sends it just right into Red, who was waiting for that miss. Pandy takes control from Lefty here, but the ball's getting back pass right to Payne. Payne takes the shot and ties up the game 3-3.
The Hurricane making a huge comeback here. They've got all the momentum as of right now, and I think we want to see a big pushback from the Rhinos here. They might be trying to control the ball too much, if I'm being honest, and the Hurricane have locked onto that, and they know that they're not just going to boom it over their heads. They're going to try to control it. They're going to try to flick it over me. So they've adjusted pretty quickly to that. We've also seen the demo slow down a lot from the Rhino side after they took that big lead. And I think that might have something to do with them getting scored on here.
Yeah, I think the removal of the physical play and the Hurricanes might be playing a bit more aware there. Pandy almost able to get the shot on after Red Goomba stomped down on Lefty. Ball's up in the air right now as Payne tries to get a pass out, taking it back all the way into the corner, trying to reset as Pandy is looking for a demo here. There is not a single defender back as Red gets a soft touch. Payne sends it right past him, and Pandy anticipates it, sends it right back. He's looking for a soft touch into that corner and bounces it right off the post.
Perfect shot there by Pandy. He had all the time in the world as Lefty was a little too awkward to get up and challenge here. Just had to hope and pray that Pandy was going to make a bad shot here. But Pandy puts it post in. You know, for Lefty there, I think you just got to nod your head and say that was a great shot.
Some of them you just have to kind of let go. There's not a lot you can do in that situation. Payne tries to put the ball on net. Red's there, ready and waiting, passing up to Pandy. Pandy looking for a flip reset here, gets it right under Lefty. Lefty's able to get the save. Red puts a shot on, hits the crossbar. 1v1 between Pandy and Lefty. Lefty gets it right over Pandy, taking payback for game one, I think.
Pandy, I think, was a little bit panicked there on his way back. Knowing that he was a little awkward, Lefty had way too much time to do whatever he wanted with it. And the moment he saw Pandy turn, he took advantage.
Very tight match right now. Pandy, with all the goals in the world right now, setting up the Rhinos for the lead, but Payne and Lefty looking for each other a little bit more active than the Rhinos are right now. Lefty almost able to make another shot, bounces off the crossbar. Pandy looking for a solo play here. Just barely hits that corner, and Red tries to interfere, but Lefty sends it off right on back. Red tries to get a ball on target, but sends it a little bit off kilter there. And between the two matches here, we have one in each series, and now a tie game with 1:15 left. What do you think is going to be the difference maker? Never mind.
Physical play, Ice Cold. That's going to be the difference maker as we see Red just shove the Hurricanes out of their own net. They're not allowed to make saves. You Goomba stomp. Not allowed. You're not jumping. You're not saving the ball. Rhinos take the lead 5-4. Really got to emphasize that H there.
Rhinos. Just, yeah, Paper Mario 64 style, just butt stomp down on the Hurricanes, getting rid of that win, and Red putting another shot on target after the kickoff as well. Payne just making a mistouch there, and Lefty not able to react in time. No one's back. Red is just able to take a nice little delicate touch after stomping down on the opponent's last goal.
Yeah, a huge momentum shift here for the Rhinos now as we see Pandy and Lefty taking the kickoffs for their respective teams. Payne now is going to clear this one into the Rhinos' corner. He's going to try to get this one middle for Lefty. Can't quite get the touch he wanted. Pandy now controlling up against Lefty. He's going to get the flick off. Lefty makes a good challenge. Red now doinks this one up and over. Payne, Lefty ready for that though. Now goes into the Hurricane corner. Payne's going to clear this one out. Maintains control, gets an extra touch, and it's up and over Red, and he puts that one in the net for a spectacular goal.
Cool shot as well. We have to point that out. Payne did not just touch the ball. He touched the ball right into Red and forced Red to make the goal for him. Nice little touch, a little bit, unexpected, but closes the gap, and we're 5-6, 37 seconds left. The Hurricanes can keep the pressure on. Oh my God.
You hate to see that if you're the Hurricanes. That is extremely demoralizing when that happens. You know you should be tied right now, but they're not going to stop pushing here as Payne's going to have a good opportunity on net. Pandy can't get back to make the save. We have a tie game.
Pandy making, in my opinion, a very basic mistake and just being caught out right in the center of net. You can't save the ball. And
where's the defense, Cole?
Where's the defense? Payne is just able to put that ball on target and knows Pandy is awkward, stuck in the middle of the net, cannot turn left, cannot turn right, and is just trapped there. And again, that accuracy comes out, ties up the game 6-6 right now. We got 15 seconds left. Hurricanes and Rhinos need to make a play here. Lefty gets a save, trying to keep the Rhinos away from the ball at the moment as Payne keeps it up. Looking for a flip reset, tries to get around Red, is able to just barely, but Pandy's up in the air, looking for a shot on target, but the ball's sitting home, and we're going right into our first overtime in game 3.
Yeah, I'm not a prophet, but I don't think this overtime is going to last very long with this scoreline here. Ice Cold 6-6. We've had 12 goals in the span of 5 minutes, so I can't foresee this lasting an extremely long amount of time with the way these teams have been playing offensively.
I'm calling for a 10-minute overtime. I'm saying that now, even as a caster, knowing I'm going to caster curse, and Payne's going to put the shot in 20 seconds in.
Yeah. Hurricanes gonna take game 3 here. Great shot from Payne. Red makes a good challenge, but Payne just takes it straight to the ground. I don't think they were ready for that. I think they were kind of expecting either a backboard double tap or maybe a flip reset, but I think the last thing they were expecting was a ground pinch.
Hurricanes fighting toe for toe with the Rhinos right now, showing they have every will to fight. They are tougher than a $2 steak at the moment. Payne, 6 goals, 1,100 points on the record right now, 11 shots for the Hurricanes. Lefty in there with 1 goal, 2 assists, and being a brick wall against the Rhinos charge. And they got Pandy and Red over here with 6 goals themselves. Pandy carrying the way through with 5 goals, but 14 shots between them. And, you know, all those shots on net aren't really doing much if the defenders are there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's been almost no defense this game. There's been so many demos just on the back path, demos and bumps. You know, there's not much the defender can do at that point. But, man, tight games, Ice Cold.
This is going to be such a tight game. I imagine we're going to keep seeing that consistently. Now, my hope is Rhinos, while the series 2-1 and still plenty of game left, I think I would like to see the Rhinos bring back that first 2 minutes they did in this match and just go for demos. Get rid of the Hurricanes. You can't boil up a storm if you are off the field. And I think the Rhinos know that. They just need to take advantage of it. And they need to be a bit more field aware too. There's a lot of plays where neither of them are back. And the Hurricanes just see that open net and just dime it right in. Excellent work between the two of them right now.
Yeah, we get into game 4 here. Hurricane have a series lead of 2-1. They're looking to extend it to 3. The Rhinos are looking to deny that opportunity, deny them championship point. We see Lefty with a great chance now. Pandy and Red making great challenges. Even though it's a double commit, they maintain possession of the ball here. Lefty, good challenge in the corner. Red follows up his teammate. Payne follows up his teammate as Pandy now is going to pop this one up to the backboard. Payne makes a good touch into the corner. Payne tries to center this one. Pandy tries to center this one. Not much on it. So he's not able to pop this one up. Payne now is going to try to take this one out. Gets it past Pandy. Red now gets demoed for his efforts. Lefty going to control this one over to the side wall. Going to chip this one not past Pandy. Actually, great 50 there from Pandy to read that. Red's going to put this one middle. Payne, good clear here as Pandy's going to have to retreat.
I always imagine those kind of clears there where you're rotating your car back is very similar to anytime I see someone in tennis getting a last-minute touch right before the ball heads out to keep it in play. Payne sending that ball all the way up right into the net, but Pandy's able to get a save there as Lefty up over onto the backboard right now. Missed the touch, but no one's home to pick up the call. Lefty 50s with Pandy right now. The ball's still in front of the net right now. Payne's looking for a read, sends it right on back, right into Red, who sends it up to Pandy, but Lefty sends it all the way back to the midfield. Red keeps control, is going to take it up the wall in the moment, trying to get a setup going, but Payne is there to interfere. Ball gets 50 between the two of them. Lefty has a shot on net and misses just behind the save of Pandy there, who gets bumped by Payne and sent away.
Yeah, just not enough mustard there from Lefty. If he had gotten a little bit more on that, the Hurricane would be up 1-0 right now as we see them almost do it again. But they've had 2 golden opportunities, not able to capitalize on either of them. We're still sitting 0-0 here in game 4, surprisingly enough. I think this might be the longest stretch we've had so far without a goal.
Yeah, both teams playing very defensively and being a bit more cautious around each other, not trying to, maybe they heard my call out that they were making simple mistakes and not having a defender back, but Pandy almost gets that shot on net, but cannot send it home as Lefty gets that save. Red tries to set up for another passing play here, puts the ball right into the corner, right off the post, and goes in.
Yeah, great pass to himself. Nobody got there to challenge that ball in the backboard. A little bit surprising there. Lefty decided maybe he was out of boost, couldn't make the challenge. That's kind of what it seems like as he just decides not to hit this ball, thinking he can make the save on the self pass.
Might have been overthinking the play, honestly, because that's a nice soft touch, and I think Lefty was getting ready for a backward setup there, trying to double tap it in. Pandy sending that ball away. Has a little bit less boost as tries to get a setup here, misses the touch, but bumps Payne. Lefty takes controls, putting the ball on target, and Red sends it over the backboard and away into the corner. Payne fakes out Pandy. Pandy has to scramble back. Red goes up to challenge, looking for a pass here as Lefty goes for a shot, puts it back on net, and gets a great pass from Payne.
That was great pressure there from the Hurricane here. As Payne put pressure on Pandy to jump earlier than he wanted to because he was threatening a demo. Lefty is just kind of easily able to beat him over the top.
One thing I do want to point out, Pandy and Red have played together so often. They know each other very well. If you've seen them play with their teammate in threes, or if you've seen them play in twos, you know how much of a threat they are when it comes to passing plays. And the fact that the Hurricanes have been able to shut down their passing plays and force them to make solos has been very impressive and should not be counted out in this series right now. As Pandy takes that ball, sends it all the way up to the field. Payne is there, sends it away over Red. Red trying to get a pass, but cannot get there. Lefty sends it over to Payne. Ball bounces off the backboard. A little bit too hard, though, and Lefty cannot predict the bounce as Red sends it back off to the side, right into Pandy's hands. And we're getting a little bit more of an even match here. Low-scoring game. Could be wrong. It's Red gets a save. I almost caster cursed myself there.
That was a great save from Red there. Lefty tried to tuck that one in top cheese. Wasn't able to get past Red, though. Great defending here. We see Payne now. He's going to take this one up the wall to his teammate. Lefty's able to put this one on net. Great save by Red. Pandy's able to get to that one, too. Red clears this ball out into the corner. Great defense, as we were saying this game. 1-1, 1 minute remaining here. Rhinos do not want to go down 3-1. Hurricanes are looking to do such, but the Rhinos are putting up one heck of a fight here as they put on a defensive, I don't even know, I can't think of the word, Ice Cold.
They've built a fortress around their net right now. They got 3 saves each. Yes, it's tied 1-1, but they have shut down the Hurricanes offense. Yes, they might look like they're on their back foot right now, but this could just be the way they amp themselves up to get another goal. Payne kind of misses the touch a little bit, has to scramble over to the other side, gets it around Red. Pandy's last one back at net, passes off to Lefty, passes back to Payne, and
oh no.
What a 50! What a 50! Oh my god! I was about to eat my words there. Payne goes up for a 50 with the Red. 10 seconds left. Hurricanes or Rhinos need to get a score, goal, words, as they try to find a shot on target. This game might be going into overtime.
Overtime here in game 4. Second game in a row we've had overtime here. Can the Rhinos tie up the overtime scoreline to make it 1-1? Now we have Pandy putting a good shot on net. Lefty not letting that one through. Red's not able to get the challenge off there. Lefty's just looking for a bump. He's going to get it. The Hurricane are going to take game 4.
3-1. Hurricanes favor. They need one more game. They're on match point right now. Unfortunate positioning. Pandy had no boost in the tank. Could not do a single thing. And what a fantastic demo in that last moment from the Hurricanes.
Yeah, great decision making there by Lefty. Making it so as hard as he can on the Rhinos, knowing he has a teammate directly behind him. He doesn't need to hit the ball. He beat one guy. One guy's stuck in net with no boost. All they got to do is get in his way. All they got to do is bump him. That's it. That's game.
It is a lot of trust because sometimes those open nets are the hardest shots to hit. And that is a lot of trust between Lefty and Payne to get the demo, to put the ball in net and clear that overtime before the Rhinos even have a chance. And now the Rhinos are on their last thread in this moment. They need to get a win in order to get that twos grand finals championship. Ooh.
Yeah, their nerves have got to be starting to set in here. You know, this is their last hurrah. They're going to come out of the field with everything they got. They're going to try to push as hard as they can. And the Hurricanes are just thinking to themselves, just one more game this season. That's all we need to put this one away, to take a championship when nobody probably even thought we were going to make it this far with an even record. You know, this would be one heck of an underdog story, I suppose.
It's a wild story to me too, just because on paper, Rhino should be dominating. Honestly, Rhino should have been facing the Hive, but I mentioned this on Open Net. I think the top tier teams are most likely to lose just because they're a little bit too comfortable. They think they have the competition, and the Hurricanes here are just fighting them tooth and nail and blowing them away. Lefty tries to get a save, predicts the flick, and Pandy just rolls it right under him.
Yeah, it just drives this one straight in. It's the last thing you expect from a PL player is to just drive forward, not do anything fancy, just kind of drive it straight into the net like a bulldozer. We see the Rhinos take a 1-0 lead. They needed this desperately, Ice Cold Brew, to start off the game.
They truly do. And I do have to agree with chat. I did say the Rhinos are goated, but also the Hurricanes are the team with four different leagues in grand finals right now, out of the possible 10 any franchise could have. The Hurricanes have everything to lose. They could win not only the grand finals championship, they could win a major record that will be absolutely near impossible for a team to win unless they are able to dominate and get all 5 leagues. Well, actually, no, if they win all modes across the league right now as well. Lefty taking possession, gets a flick over one defender, but Red's able to help recover and get that save. Gets a 50 off of Payne as well, and Pandy's chasing after that ball. Tries to pop it up towards the center. Might be looking for a pass here, but Red has backstepped there, sends it off into the corner. Keeps it up in the air, coming off the ceiling, looks for a shot opportunity here. No, gets it around the corner, around Lefty, and is trying to center to Pandy here.
Yeah, Pandy's caught a little awkward here as Lefty's going to get this flick over. Perfect shot from Lefty. Pandy just caught out in an awkward spot here in a 1v1. Had the half flip back, turns. A good time to challenge, but Lefty just perfect shot. Good answer from the Hurricanes here in game 5. They want this championship. They want it bad. They know this could be it for their season. This could be it for their MLE careers, to be honest. They could be done after right now, and Payne's going to put this one on net. Pandy's going to have to save this one into the corner. Lefty now, off the wall. Pandy, good challenge again. Red, not able to get the challenge off. Payne, now Pandy. Going to take this one down the sidewall. Lefty gets the clear into the Rhinos corner as Red is going to try to take possession.
And Rhinos taking possession here, and they can feel so much pressure now. Payne getting a demo on Pandy, forcing Red to fight by himself against the huge threat that Payne and Lefty have. Ball's right in front of the net, though. Payne flicks it right around Pandy. Red's back on his own as Payne's looking for a pass here. Pandy gets a bump, huge bump on Lefty, and Red is able to take possession. Pass off to Pandy there as Lefty looks for another touch. Sends it off to the corner. That ball's right in front of the goal at the moment, but maybe Lefty can carry this all the way through the midfield. Right, tries to pinch down with Lefty. Cannot get the touch, though. Pandy's up on the backboard. Gets a soft touch. Pass up to Red. That ball's got enough momentum. Maybe could be a shot opportunity here. No, Payne gets a read and sends it away. Both double commits from the Hurricanes, and the ball is barely saved by Lefty in that moment.
A little bit awkward there for the Hurricane. They kind of just stumbled over each other. Now they get a good opportunity as Red was stuck on the corner of his net. Lefty now not able to get a touch on. Pandy's going to have a golden opportunity here. 1v1 Lefty gets a great demo. Payne's going to take control. This one out to center field. Takes it into the Rhinos corner now. Bounces it off the corner. Can he get another touch? And no, Pandy's there to answer for that. Red now is going to clear this one down into the Hurricane corner. Lefty pops it up center. This is dangerous. Pandy's up. Maybe looking for a double tap. Lefty saves this one away over to Payne. Payne gets a good touch. Another dangerous chance for the Hurricane here as Pandy's going to have to get up and interfere with this.
Dangerous positioning there. I think Pandy is struggling to find boost in this moment. He's making low boost plays. It looks like he's struggling to keep supersonic as well and having to front flip, wave dash, get whatever he can to get speed without getting boost. Payne, savior for the moment as Lefty gets a touch, gets it right around Red, I believe, as Pandy's in the back, tries to 50, sends it off, but Payne is there to get that read. Pandy is keeping control, gets bumped by the Hurricanes, pinches it down, but cannot get the accuracy, but maybe this is the pass that Red needs. No, Payne gets a save again. Hurricanes just blowing everything away in the moment. Is there anything the Rhinos can do to change up this momentum? Because I feel like the Hurricanes have all the pressure right now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there. I don't think the Rhinos have had much going on, to be honest. They haven't really had any good opportunities on net that the Hurricane have had. The Hurricane have built a scarier team here. And that's going to make you a little bit nervous as a Rhinos fan, seeing stuff like that, especially Red can't find the bump onto Lefty there. That would have been pivotal to get that goal. Andy's going to have to challenge Lefty in midfield here. Rotates back. They're double committing here. Red's going to have to save this one away. Now he takes this one off to the sidewall. Lefty pops this one out middle for his teammate Payne. Payne now going to take this one up. Andy with a great challenge, able to clear that one away. Lefty now in the corner. Red clears this one upfield. Lefty's ready for it as Red gets another challenge off. This clears into the Hurricane corner. Payne's going to take control here. He has plenty of time. He makes a little bit of a mistouch, but Pandy wasn't ready for it. Payne has a golden opportunity at 1 second here. Can't capitalize. We're going to see overtime here for the Rhinos season.
Oh my goodness. And the wonderful touches by the Hurricane there. That could have been a great shot. Very fortunate 50 from the Rhinos to disrupt that flick, because I think that would have had all the momentum it needed to go right into the net for that before the ball hit the ground. Savior from Pandy. That ball's over the crossbar right now. Pandy on his back foot gets that save. Red's by himself though. Lefty looks for an opportunity to take the ball up the field. Tries to get a setup going here. Flick reset. Gets 50 by the Rhinos as the ball heads up towards the net, but Payne's able to get a touch. Dangerous position here. Pandy cannot get the touch. Hurricanes take the grand finals.
That's it. The Hurricanes, being the underdogs all playoffs long, have just won the Premier League doubles championship against the Rhinos. Unbelievable.
It is the Hurricane season, just like people are saying in chat right now. And that's 2 out of 4 grand finals wins that they needed. FL won, Hurricanes won the grand finals for there. Shout out to all of our grand champions, by the way, for the week. We have Foundation League in the Hurricanes. We have the Academy League, Rhinos. At least they got one for this season. Good luck on the rest. We have the Champion League, Blizzard winning, and we have the Master League Dodgers win the grand finals there. Congratulations to all of you winning the twos. We still have plenty of game left tomorrow, though. Oh, what a series.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to everybody who didn't win a grand finals. You know, you got here. Nobody else in your league got here. You guys fought tremendously hard. There's nothing to feel bad about. You did better than 98% of the other teams in the league. So congratulations on that. And on that note, I think I'm going to be signing us off here for the night. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to some MLE Grand Finals 2's action. And have a good night, everybody.
Come back tomorrow.